Whether you're someone who's yet to start your first year of med school or someone who's already in med school, I present to you 6 things I wish I knew as a first year. Hello guys, I'm Zara. I'm from India and I'm studying medicine in the UK as an international student. But don't worry, this video is for all my medicos out there, not just the UK ones. Since I'm a final year student, I hope I have some wisdom to share with you guys today. So let's jump straight into the video. So tip number 1, start from day 1. And what I mean is start working from day 1, because the biggest mistake that I've made consistently is spend way too much time on just planning, and then when I actually sat down to do work to execute that plan, I just couldn't focus and I felt so tedious. Like I just couldn't get any work done. So when I say start from day 1, you could watch a lecture, make notes, read a textbook, or whatever works best for you. But just make sure that you're using that first day productively, and then the next, and then the next. This way you'll create a streak for yourself and you'll feel bad breaking it, therefore making you productive every single day. Of course, you have to be consistent. You need that willpower, but I guess it helps. Tip number 2, make sure you do some pre-reading before a seminar or a lecture. And this might sound pretty boring, I know, but actually over the years I've learned how important this is to build your confidence, and it really does help. Like you feel proud coming out of the lecture, like, oh, I knew this, I knew that. Because whenever I've gone to a lecture without knowing what it's about, I've just felt so clueless. I've just felt like what's going on, and I occasionally tend to zone out as well. If I do read about it beforehand, it's so much, it's all easygoing and it just flows so smoothly and just goes by so fast, because I'm just like, oh, I know this, oh, I know that. I'm like so proud of myself. So yeah. Tip number 3, stop running behind perfectionism. At this point, it's a well-known fact that most medics are perfectionists, but you know what, let me tell you this can be your biggest downfall. I know this sounds like a very horrible tip, but trust me, focusing on very small details is just going to waste your time and lead to procrastination. Let me give you an example, okay? In my preclinical years, I was so hell-bent on noting down every single point from the PPTs that were sent to us, and even the stuff that wasn't necessarily helpful for my understanding. But I felt like if I didn't note these points down, my notes wouldn't be perfect, and this just made me want to put off that work for so long. So bottom line is, don't chase after perfectionism. Just do what's logically correct according to you, and you'll see that you are more productive than you were before. Tip number 4, start building your portfolio early on. Honestly, I didn't even know that you had to do that until probably 3rd year. I know that's so stupid. That's because no one really tells you how important it is, or maybe no one just told me how important it is. But once you're out of med school, you really need a good portfolio. There's actually so much you can do, like join a committee, present a poster, present a speech, teach, or contribute to research. There's so many options out there, honestly, guys. And you can just choose whatever you are interested in and follow that interest. For example, I've always been interested in oncology, and I decided to do an audit last year which was related to oncology, and that really helped me expand my knowledge. So the earlier you start thinking about this, the better, because you'll definitely get a jump start, especially if you're in first year. But it doesn't matter if you're in the years above, because honestly, it's never too late unless unless you've graduated, obviously. So now tip number 5, do not slack off in summers. And this is what I do every single year, every single summer. This is what I'm doing right now, recording this video. Something I really wish I would have done differently is revise whatever I've learned over the year during summer, because every single time I've come back on placement from summer holidays or in a PBL session, I've forgotten all my basics. So please make it a habit. It's super freaking hard, I know, but just an hour or 2 of your day should be enough. The point is to stay in touch and not forget everything you've learned. So yeah, that's tip number 5. My final tip would be, don't be afraid to ask questions. And this one is easier said than done, because for a lot of you guys, I know it's no biggie at all to ask questions, but for me personally, there have been times I've been like, this question is so stupid and it's going to make me look so dumb. So in those cases, just note the question down and either ask at the end of the class when everyone's left or no one's giving a shit about what you're saying, or just go home and Google it. So that's a good solution right there. And that was the final tip, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Any video suggestions are welcome, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao. Also, I forgot to mention I've got this new Instagram account on which I'm going to be posting a lot of things. I've only got 2 followers right now, and one of them is me. So please help me reach at least double digits because that'll be really nice. So, yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.